Man, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back, bro. This is not about me today, but it kind of is at the same time. You guys already know the Samsung Galaxy Fold hasn't even really been officially released yet. Pre-orders came out yesterday, the day before. Samsung fully sold out, and I'll be completely honest, I haven't really talked about them too much. I haven't talked about the Galaxy Fold. Obviously, I bought the Galaxy S10. I love this phone a lot. I still think it's a little overpriced, but that's besides the point. And when I saw the Galaxy Fold, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna wait till, until it gets officially released. I wasn't going to pre-order it. I barely even talked about it. I think I talked about it once on that recap video, and I haven't talked about it since then because I was waiting until news like this broke out before I would buy it to kind of get my opinions out, because I knew a lot of people said this was first gen tech and all those different things. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna wait until people start reviewing the units and actually get their hands on it before I actually go out and buy it. And obviously pre-orders came out. I'm going to go pick it up in the stores, but here's the crazy thing, and here's what pretty much everyone is talking about. It's the screen failures of the Galaxy Fold. Now, out of the 4 people that I've seen who currently own the Galaxy Fold, I'm sure there's more out in the world, but out of those 4, it seems like every single one of those people have problems with the screen. So I went ahead and broke those down into 2 different sectors, okay? So some people were actually complaining about the phone screen actually breaking without them doing anything to it. So natural folding, unfolding, things you would normally do things with your phone. Some people are complaining that their phones are like half the screen is dying, more than half the screen is dying. Like, I'll show images right now. It's crazy stuff, and obviously show credit where it's due. Whoever the image person, whoever owned this phone, give them credit to the image or whatever. But in my opinion, is this a hardware or software issue? Obviously, in my opinion, it is a hardware issue. This is a crazy thing. I don't really understand why this is happening. Well, again, you have to remember, this is first gen tech, but I don't think that's a good enough excuse, honestly. I think Samsung, it's not like it's their first phone that's ever been made. This has obviously been, tested thoroughly, and Samsung even said they tested this thing with however many folds they did. They should have expected something like this to happen, and when you test a phone under pressure, this much pressure, you should expect problems. You should expect every single which way. And especially when the phone is costing many thousands of dollars, potentially after tax, it's going to be over $2,000. I think it's already over $2,000 on base price. There should be a lot of quality control when it comes to this thing. And the fact that this is still happening is pretty insane. This is super reminiscent for the Galaxy Note 7. I'm still super salty because that was a very good phone in my opinion, except it started blowing up. I never owned it. I'm about to buy the Galaxy Note FE or whatever, but this is very reminiscent of that. And the fact that pre-orders are going to start shipping soon, that is a humongous issue because, let's say example, someone picks it up and it breaks all of a sudden. That is a huge revenue loss for Samsung, and it makes the whole Galaxy Fold and even folding phones look really, really bad. If people want to make sure this is the future, we have to make sure that people don't necessarily buy into this specific unit and they wait until something better goes on so then they can start talking about that. And now that's kind of the one aspect of it, the phone's breaking without some people like touching it or whatever. The other one is actually MKBHD. Some other people talked about this too, is that there's like a layer above the screen, which is actually the plastic screen itself, but it actually comes off across as a screen protector. So some people are actually peeling off the screen thinking it's a screen protector, and this is actually super insane. Now, I'm not going to fault any of the persons who are like holding the phone or whatever, like reviewing it. I'm kind of faulting Samsung here. There should be some sort of, I guess, on the screen protector, something that says, please do not pick at the screen, please do not do this or that. There should be something along those lines to let users know that, they shouldn't necessarily be picking at the screen. And apparently, as of this point, Samsung has addressed this, and they're going to start saying or telling people and notifying people that they should not pick at the screen like that. But that should have been something they should have said even on the stage or something. I'm not too sure how they would address it without it looking really bad, but that's not a good look when people are going to start picking up this phone. And it's another thing, this isn't the first phone with a plastic screen or first device with a plastic screen. There's tons of devices in history with a plastic screen. The Nintendo Switch apparently has a plastic screen, and another Samsung phone that I don't know if it was plastic or what, but the Galaxy Note 5, that had plastic above the screen, maybe the screen itself, I'm pretty sure it was glass, but the top part actually suffered from peeling as well. A lot of the Galaxy Note 5s, and luckily the ones I own never had it, but many different Galaxy Note 5s that I've seen even on eBay or the used markets, those have peeling issues as well, and you can easily just stick your finger in and peel off the top, maybe even parts of the screen itself, without even like dropping it or whatever. It's just over time that screen starts to separate. And maybe I can see that same type of case going on to here, and I find that super crazy. I mean, just go on eBay and look up used Galaxy Note 5s and look how many different Note 5s have peeling issues. It's all over the place. And I was going to make a video about that a couple months ago, but I never got around to it. But this is super reminiscent of that, and also the Galaxy Note 7. Samsung, they should have experience with this. They should be able to go out and make sure something like this doesn't happen. They have so much money. They make so much money. They make so many phones, especially for a phone phone that was so hyped up like this. I hope it doesn't affect them. I hope I can still go out and buy a Samsung Galaxy Fold so I can review it, be able to use technology that could potentially impact our future. But if this is already how the release is going to start out, if phones are already going to be having these types of issues, that is going to set a precedent on basically the future of foldable technology, and I'm for it. I like how phones are being super crazy and taking chances, and I love when people do that, and phone manufacturers doing crazy things like this, but they have to make the product work. And if the product doesn't work, I don't care if it's first gen, I don't care if it's zero gen, I don't care if it's just an idea. If it's a faulty idea, if things are going to break, then it should not even be implemented. They should take even longer. They should take their time with it. And in a case like this, I'm kind of saddened. I don't really know how to feel about it because, me personally, I haven't owned it yet, but I haven't even pre-ordered it. I can only imagine how the pre-orders feel, but I bought the Galaxy S10 knowing that I was going to buy the Galaxy Fold eventually, and I was going to compare the two, all that stuff, and I like the Galaxy S10, and I kind of thought the Galaxy Fold was going to be a lot better, but again, I don't want to be too sobby, I don't want to get too sad, because it is just a phone at the end of the day. I have other real stuff that I need to worry about, but hopefully this is just kind of like a review unit issue. Hopefully in the future, and I guess the next couple of weeks when the Galaxy Fold does get released, hopefully it doesn't totally mess up and just start breaking in everyone's hands, and it starts peeling off super easily and all that stuff. But I guess we're just gonna have to wait till then, man. But that is pretty much it. If you guys have any questions or you have anything else to add, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that will mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it'll mean so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel, all those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys, and hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.